Hi everyone, it's Gina from Gina K Designs and welcome back to another 5-minute card video. Today I'm going to show you how to use Masking Magic strips with stencils to create a fun background. Masking Magic strips come in 3 different sizes in a pack, and you get 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, and 1/2 inch strips. For this card I'm going to be using the 1/4 inch and the 1/8 inch strips, and I'm going to start by creating a border around my piece of cardstock. This cardstock measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches, and I'm putting one piece on each edge, making sure that it goes all the way to the edge so my ink doesn't get on this piece of cardstock around the edges when I start using my stencils. Once I have my 4 borders put down, I'm going to start to use the 1/8 of an inch Masking Magic strips to create a design going down the center of the card. Now I'm going to angle these strips to create segments, and you don't have to measure or anything like that, just kind of eyeball it like I'm doing here. In fact, if they're not perfect, it looks a little bit better for this technique. So just go ahead and place those right down the front of the card. Next, I'm going to use a Post-it note and put that right over the Masking Magic, not on the cardstock, to cover the rest of the card. And then I'm going to begin with the Harvest Flourish stencil. The first color I'm going to use is Prickly Pear, and I'm going to ink up my brush, and I'm going to ink up that entire segment with Prickly Pear, and I'm using it full strength. Then I'm going to remove the stencil, and whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to fill in the rest of that segment. And that's really important because that's what's going to make each segment really stand out. Now I'm moving that Post-it note to the bottom, and I'm going to repeat the same exact thing. You can use 5 different colors for this if you want, but I'm using only 3 colors, so I'm kind of spacing them out and doing 2 at a time. Now once this segment is done, I'm going to place 2 Post-it notes, one at the top there, and then one underneath to block off the next segment. For this segment, I'm going to be using some Jelly Bean Green ink, and I'm going to be using the Lush Leaves stencil. So I'm inking up my brush really well, and I'm going to go ahead and ink into that area. And then once I've got that whole area inked up with the pattern, I'm going to remove the stencil and I'm going to add color to fill in the rest of that segment. And then once that's done, I'm going to do the bottom one the same way that I did the 2 Prickly Pear segments. And so that leaves one segment left to do, and I'm going to do that one using Sweet Mango, so I have a nice variety of autumn colors. I'm just placing those Post-it notes back in place, and then I'm going to use the Fizzy stencil for this one and Sweet Mango ink. And then once that's done, I'm going to fill in that last segment with whatever's left on my brush. And then the fun part comes, the peel and reveal. I'll start by removing the 1/8 of an inch pieces of Masking Magic, and then once I'm done the 1/8 inch strips, I'll remove the borders. And you'll see how beautiful this is. This card doesn't really need anything else, just a greeting and maybe a couple little embellishments, and it's ready to go. And this design also makes a really beautiful postcard. And you can do this same exact thing using all of the same color, or you can have 5 different colors going down the face of this card. There are so many beautiful stencils that you can use, and you can really create some unique looks. Now to finish my card, I cut the word thanks from the Thanks die, the Thanks in Shadow set that comes in the new Autumn Splendor card kit. I actually cut 2 and I layered them together to give it a little more dimension. And then I stamped For Being You, which is one of the sentiments from the Doodled Autumn stamp set that's also in the Autumn Splendor kit. I stamped that in embossing and watermark ink and then embossed it with white powder. Well, this is my finished card project. I added a few sequins, and that card is ready to send. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's 5-minute card video, and I hope you'll give this one a try. Stay tuned to my channel for more 5-minute card videos and more Stamp and Chat videos too. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon.